here today at the ASPE Convention and Expo, which is taking place at the Indiana Convention Center. My guest this afternoon is Rick Nortier, and he is the Director of Product Management and Marketing at Chicago Faucets. Welcome, Rick.
Well, thanks, Amalia. It's great to be here.
Well, thank you for coming and joining me today. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your role at Chicago Faucets first?
So I'm the Director of Product Management and Marketing, as you identified. So we are responsible for identifying what is going on in the market, what new products the company should be developing, and then on the marketing side, we're responsible then for launching them to the market, communicating with our audiences, the traditional media, website, and so kind of bookending the development process.
So, and for our viewers who do not know about your organization, can you tell us a little bit about Chicago Faucets?
Sure. We are a 120-year-old commercial faucet company, founded in Chicago, still in Chicago. Was family owned until 2002 when we were purchased by the Gebert Group out of Switzerland. They've been a great resource for us, and they give us some guidance and pretty much let us do our own thing.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. So the industry has seen a lot of change, or especially because of COVID in the last few years. What trends or needs are you trying to address in the market today?
Well, today, our main focus is healthcare, is a big part of our business, as well as education.
Okay.
So in healthcare, we're really focused on what healthcare is focused on, and that's patient safety. So the focus on surface-borne pathogens, waterborne pathogens, and what can we do to help them remediate those challenges. There's a big trend in healthcare in the last couple of years because Legionella hasn't gone away. It's only continued to be a problem. Any hospital that wants to get accredited now needs to have a water management plan. So they need to map out the plumbing system, identify any areas of risk, and then how they're going to remediate any problems should they have an outbreak in the future. So we're developing products and solutions to help them identify those problems and then remediate them, and hopefully keep them from becoming a problem at any point.
And do you work in tandem with the engineers who are designing or retrofitting the organization to help meet their needs with your product?
Yes, and we also work with the hospitals directly. We are in very close with a lot of facility managers and facility engineers. There's a lot of hospital systems across the country where we're the hard spec, largely in the clinical space and the patient room. That's really where you'll find us, less so in the public space.
Okay. So talk about your product line and how Chicago Faucets is addressing the needs in the healthcare system today.
Okay. So when we look at healthcare, we think of patient care. And one of our first big pushes into that space was our Hydronic touchless faucet. Okay. And so, of course, you've got touchless, so there's you don't have cross-contamination, it addresses surface-borne pathogens, but then we have designs that reduce the amount of stagnant water in the faucet, which that leads to the growth of Legionella. We also have an auto-draining shower system. What that does is when the shower is turned off, it drains the water out of the standing column or out of the hand spray, which is a common place for water to be trapped. And then the longer it sits, well, that's the perfect breeding ground for Legionella to grow and develop. So those are the two big areas around passing water. But we've also done a lot with scald protection. Most of our faucets have integrated thermostatic scald protection, which is all compliant to ASPE 1070, and even our shower valves have that as well in certain cases, as well as pressure balancing capabilities.
Okay, wow. And you also have a line of safety products, safety stations as well?
Yes. Newer addition is our combination eye wash and faucet. So we have two versions, one that's a traditional widespread manual faucet, and it's a high arc spout, so you've got the good clearance for washing your hands, but then the eye wash integrated in the top, so that it takes up less footprint as if you had to have a faucet and a safety eye wash. So you get to make the most of your limited footprint, and it's great for if you many hospitals end up repurposing areas, and you may not have that space to put an eye wash in. Well, now you can put it where the standard sink went and cover all your bases.
Oh, that's great. Are you trying to gain entry or working in other markets currently, or looking at new opportunities?
Oh, always. Always. As education and healthcare is our core, we're always looking at, well, what's adjacent to that. And we've been in these other markets for a long time, but we do see trends like the whole waterborne pathogen and Legionella concern. We see that cropping up in other places where, say, intermittent usage, like a convention center. There's times of the year this is not going to be used. You have stagnant water concerns. Stadiums, it's a similar issue. And so we've seen our auto drain showers get spec'd into that types of venues as well. And we've even broadened our portfolio to different faucet designs, less institutional looking, to help us get into the public spaces in a variety of, pretty much we say we have, whatever the application, we have a faucet for it. And a great example is our faucets, our touchless EQ faucet, are installed in the restrooms here at the Indiana Convention Center.
Oh, fantastic.
So
if you're here today and need to go wash your hands, you're working with the Chicago Faucets line. That's awesome. Challenges have been big in the industry over the last. What kinds of challenges do you think are you trying to contend with currently, and how are you dealing with them?
Well, pretty much the same as everyone else. They used to say, if you remember, there was a T-shirt that said, "It's the economy, stupid."
Yeah.
Well, now it's kind of like it's a supply chain. But we've all been dealing with that for 2 years. The labor challenges and now inflation on top of it. But we're managing quite well, like everyone else. The pandemic had its challenges. It also brought its opportunities because we are largely a U.S.-based manufacturer. So as supply chains tighten, we are able to answer our customers' needs better than some of our competition. So that opened up new opportunities for us.
So what can our readers and our viewers today expect from Chicago Faucets this year and the year ahead?
I think you can continue to see more products and solutions for addressing waterborne pathogens for sure. You'll see us continue to expand our line of touchless faucets. We've got a couple in our booth today. They're much more contemporary design. We continue to introduce different finishes. We've got matte black in a couple of different finishes. We offer touchless soap dispensers now. And so these have all been embraced by the specification community.
Wonderful. And if we're here at the convention and someone would like to stop by and visit you, what's your booth number?
Our booth number is booth 202.
Okay. And if someone who is just viewing us and not at the convention today, how can they find out more information about Chicago Faucets?
Well, the best thing you can do is go to LinkedIn and follow us. But then you could go to www.chicagofaucets.com. We do have email newsletters you can subscribe to for both healthcare and education, and we're rolling out new ones all the time. So there's plenty of ways to find us and engage.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Well, thank you very much.
Have a great day.